the Improv, and I won't say any names, but I walked up to like you and Jack and somebody else, and there's a comic who looks like Norbert's wife, but she's actually the Nutty Professor's wife, and I confused her with another comic.
Oh no!
Who was also in Tatum, just seen at a show.
Who we had just seen at a show, and I was like, I wasn't even trying to be mean. I was just like, oh, I saw you at the Satellite. You were great. And then she's like, oh, I didn't perform at the Satellite. And then I was like, in my head, I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no.
And I'm standing there like Jack Nicholson from Anger Management gif, where I'm just like,
yeah.
oh, this is not gonna go well.
No, not gonna go well. And then I was like, anyway, good night, everybody. And I just walked outside because and I started chain smoking cigarettes. And the way the Improv is built, there's this big wall into the bar, so I could just watch you and Connor get in a fight with 3 black comics who were bigger than us about whether or not I was racist.
I was like literally just defending you. Like, he's not right. Like,
Which
no.
made it worse. Yeah, and it was literally so funny because I knew they were arguing about me, but I couldn't tell what they were saying. And then at one point, like one of the black comics, I just saw him like turn to me, just be like, "Racist motherfucker," and then like turn back around, and I did again. And I was chain smoking, and then at one point, the black comic, I got confused with Norbert's wife, walked outside, and was like, "You confused me with this other comic." I was like, and I did say, I go, "Yeah, I'm very racist." And then she tried to fuck me later that night. So
she tried to. We hung out with her the rest of the night.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it was all bullshit. It was just to make you uncomfortable.
no, of course. But in the moment, I'm 26. I'm having a panic attack
felt
because
normal.
I don't know how. As like a grown man, I'd be like, oh, who gives a shit, you know?
Right.
But I was still in a state where I could be held hostage with that.
I've been accused of being racist and homophobic less doing this show than I was in 2016, just among comedians.
That is true.
Like, I got accused of being racist constantly.
Mm-hmm.
As did you, I guess. And now I have I do this show and no one calls me.
The comments never say anything about you being racist.
But they mean it ironically.
Fans.
They know.
Mm-hmm.
They know it's all a big.
Yeah.
They know it's all a
You
goof.
look outside.
I'm out marching with Hassan Piker and Adam Conover.
You look outside and see protesters with like flaming torches. You're like, fans. Ironic fans.
When did you get called? I remember the "I'm gay" shirt, but what else happened with you?
Oh, I got called racist all the time. Are you kidding me?
No, I know, but I'm just trying to.
I don't want to name any
Not people, but
yeah,
just
yeah.
like for bits, like they're on stage. Or?
Yeah, and then remember that Facebook thing with that guy?
Oh right.
Yeah. You remember the whole thing?
Yeah.
He was trying to tell people I called him the N-word, and that never happened.
Somebody else took your phone and wrote something.
Yeah, but he didn't even call him the.
Didn't even say that. The guy pretended. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, all those guys died in an old mine shaft in 2020. So those guys
They all had their heads chopped off on Thunder Mountain.
I know. They were barely surviving before COVID hit, and then COVID hit, and they turned into like Stephen King's The Stand. You just see them on Facebook. They're in like Nevada, wandering through the desert, like dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think you won.
There were a lot of people that we used to know in comedy, and then when the pandemic hit, I would like check Facebook, and they'd be like working on Murder Mountain, like they were like sex slaves, like being forced to like smuggle weed in their ass cheeks and shit. And people are putting hoods over their heads and driving them on ATVs into the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and they're still doing open mics about it. Getting up and being like, so I was chained to a fucking truck and raped for fuel. That's fucking weird.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was my favorite period of COVID is when the people who should kill themselves but keep doing comedy started doing comedy. They're like there was like I think there was like 3 months where like there's like people we know like if they don't do like there's the gun's always an inch away from their forehead, and the only thing keeping them from killing themselves is grinding at open mics.
They're like sharks; they have to keep swimming.
They have to keep bombing or they'll die.
Yes, exactly.
And it was like 3 months into COVID, those people were finally like, All right, I know about a secret show inside of a Macy's full of homeless people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go there and bomb.
Yeah, it looks like fucking like Dead Rising or some shit.
Yeah.
It's a mall of. I know a place where everybody's a zombie and they're all eating each other.
Dude, I'm performing at the mall from Dawn of the Dead. There's a sniper on the roof taking people out.
There's a classic game plan for bad comics that like eventually are like, all right, they got to figure something else out, and they start making like third grade level art
Yeah.
online.